So this is what the PNG High School in Texas has been up to. This is the same school that was involved in the Disney cultural appropriation incident. But according to the supporters of their community and their leadership, they are honoring Indigenous people. So let me ask you this. With your team song, that's called the Cherokee song, by the way, that chants, "Scalp 'em, Indians, scalp 'em." Is that what you call honor? Or is it the school mascot that's called Spirit Indian that dances around every week in a war bonnet? Is that honor? Or maybe it's the so-called totem poles that you created and use. Or maybe it's the PNG Stadium that you call the Res. But to be honest, I can't believe this is still happening in 2022. Like, what are we teaching our children? Because I know our children are going to feel mocked, while your children are going to feel that that's okay. And you know what the school's only argument is? Is that it's tradition, or it's not intended to be hurtful, or it's to honor the natives. Well, if you really wanted to honor us, then why don't you just listen to us? And then to see the ignorant comments on that original video by people, including natives, which I'll just call the lost ones, because if they're going to approve something like that, then they really don't know anything about culture anymore. But just because you're native doesn't mean you can approve things like that for all of us. There's over 500 different tribes, each with their own unique culture. So don't try to pull that "I'm native" card and then laugh and mock the rest of us that are trying to protect our culture and speak out. But anyways, with that being said, this school is greatly misrepresenting our people by blending different cultures together. As a Cree Plains native, which is one of the tribes that the war bonnet comes from, I'm offended, especially by the use of the war bonnet at the school. And I'm sure the coastal natives are also offended by the use of the totem poles, because that belongs to them. But in conclusion, I do want to acknowledge the Cherokee Nation chief, Chief Hoskin, for speaking out on this before and asking the school to stop. So for that, I say, hey. And for everyone else, let's apply some pressure to this school, because this has to stop. Exa.